It's time for Saturday Night Baseball in the Great Southwest. And in downtown Phoenix at Chase Field, the Arizona Diamondbacks and the New York Mets meet in Game 2 of this three-game weekend series. The Diamondbacks currently 2 in front of the San Francisco Giants of the National League West. Giants underway in Florida. Lincecum and Vasquez, and right now the Giants with a 1-0 lead. Hi again, everybody, along with Mark Grace. I'm Greg Schulte. Happy to have you in here for Diamondbacks baseball. Darren will rejoin the ball club when we go on the road trip starting Tuesday in Philadelphia. Mark, our pitching matchup tonight. Let's start with the Diamondbacks starter, one Daniel Hudson.
Yeah, Daniel Hudson trying to fall right in line behind Ian Kennedy's effort last night in the opener against the Mets. Now, it's been a struggle for Daniel Hudson. 3 of his last 4 starts, he's gotten hit and hit hard, Greg. So he really needs to come out and be that 1-2 punch that everybody thought they were going to be earlier in the season along with Ian Kennedy.
So Daniel Hudson on the mound for the Diamondbacks tonight, and his mound opponent, a guy who's had a lot of problems against the Diamondbacks in his career, Mike Pelfrey, but pitched well against them in April.
Yeah, back in April, Mike Pelfrey, he dominated the Arizona Diamondbacks, and they had had success against Mike Pelfrey prior to this game. He threw the ball beautifully. Certainly the Diamondbacks remember that, but the good news is, Greg, that Mike Pelfrey has really struggled here at Chase Field. He's winless with an ERA near 10.
Well, last night the Diamondbacks suffered another tough loss to their ball club as Xavier Nady was hit on the left hand by a pitch from Dylan G. And further developments, X is on the DL. He's got a fractured hand.
Yeah, anytime you get hit up in that hand area, there's so little small bones in there, and unfortunately a couple of them broke on the left hand of Xavier Nady. And the big blow is he was really a big part of the depth of this ball club, Greg. He could play first base, he could play left field, and he could come off the bat and get some big hits. So I really think you're going to miss one Xavier Nady.
But look who's back,
hey.
A familiar name and a familiar face, Lyle Overbay.
Lyle Overbay, my former teammate. He actually came up in 2001 for a cup of coffee and then had some good times here as well. But Lyle Overbay, a veteran, a left-handed bat coming off the bench, still got a good glove, still got a line drive bat. It's a good addition to the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And he's in a pennant race, and he knows that as he visits with Kirk Gibson, his new manager. Well, the Diamondbacks, we know about their offense and a lot of home runs hit by this ball club this year, but you can't underscore the job that the pitching staff has done hitting the baseball. When we come back, Jody Jackson's going to take a look at the prowess of the Diamondbacks pitchers as hitters. Diamondbacks, Mets coming up. Stay with us. Presents Diamondbacks Baseball, brought to you by Gila River Casinos. Play slots with your Players Club card at any Gila River Casino, and you can win $2,000 to $20,000 instantly. By Jack in the Box, come try the new Jumbo Breakfast Platter for just $2.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. And by Southwest Airlines' new Rapid Rewards, unlimited reward seats and no blackout dates.
That man, Daniel Hudson, on the mound tonight. We know he can pitch. We also know he can hit. He's got 15 hits on the season. Jody Jackson with you. We welcome you back to Diamondbacks Baseball. Diamondbacks getting set for the Mets. And yes, we know this. Diamondbacks pitchers, well, they can really swing the bat. Last night, though, Ian Kennedy, his RBI double, gave the D-backs 28 runs batted in on the season. That ties the single-season franchise record back in 2008, and of course we're only in the middle of August right now. It's also far and away the best in the major leagues. And while Daniel Hudson and Joe Saunders have really led the way, Ian Kennedy happy to get into the fray last night. Now, as Mark Grace likes to say, he turned a triple into a double, but that was okay. Nevertheless, he still broke that 80% rule. Kirk Gibson likes the pitchers to run at about 80% to conserve energy. He was still happy that he could help himself out after the game.
About time. It's about time. I haven't got a hit for, I don't think the last time we faced the Giants here. So it's been frustrating.
We think a triple?
Yeah, it was. And I think that was stupid of me because I think I got a little tired.
We heard about the 80% rule.
Yeah, I blew that rule. I got excited. And Daniel said it right to Gibby that it was, he said he hasn't got a hit in a while. Lay off him.
All right, well, it's doggone good. That's right. Who let the dogs out? Well, hopefully the Diamondbacks get those bats out. Justin Upton among them, swinging a red-hot bat. Stay with us. First pitch coming up next.
All right, here we go. Saturday night of baseball. Daniel Hudson ready to pitch for the Diamondbacks. Let's take a look at the Mets lineup. Pagan, Harrison, right, due to batting cleanup. Bay, big night last night. Paulino will catch tonight. Baxter and right, Tejada and Pelfrey. So here we go. Daniel Hudson struggled his last time out against Houston, hoping for a much better night tonight against the first team he ever faced as a member of the Diamondbacks, the New York Mets, and he throws a strike to Pagan. What's we got on Mr. Hudson here, Gracie?
Well, he's coming off, the worst outing of his career. Houston just ambushed him in the first inning, putting 5 on the board, if you remember, Greg. I would imagine, knowing this young man like I think we know this young man, I would imagine it was a long 4 days in between starts for him. I would imagine we're going to see much better here this evening.
He is very, very competitive. 0-2 he has started against Angel Pagan. Got him looking, and Pagan knew it. Wow.
He looked at all 3 pitches.
And they were pretty impressive.
This one comes back right to the inside corner. Bang, right on the button, and Lance Barksdale correctly rings it right up.
We have the perfect umpire behind the plate tonight on Bark in the Park night, Lance Barksdale.
Ah, very well said. Well, those dogs were everywhere pregame, weren't they?
Yeah. First ever Bark in the Park night here at the ballpark. Here's Willie Harris, the second baseman, and the tapper up the first baseline foul. Not through the legs of Mookie Wilson. He grabbed that ball. There's some of the dogs, the canines here. A Dalmatian.
There's a bulldog and a pretty golden. Oh, that's a lap.
Swing and a foul. The Playboy Daniels coming out throwing strikes. Huh?
5 pitches, 5 strikes so far. And not only strikes, Greg, but quality strikes. I mean, those freeze fastballs in the inside corner to Pagan to start the ball game, that was very impressive.
Well, you get a shot from the camera well here. See what they see. Although their lens a little bit closer to Hudson, although we're zeroing in on him. That's a ball inside. Diamondbacks 13 above 500. That's their high water mark, and they have won. Are you ready for this? One more game than they won all of last year. 66. And it's a 2-2 count now. David Wright is on deck for the Mets. Mets come in here 2 below 500. And all things considered, Terry Collins done a terrific job with this ball club. Shot to short. Nice play, Willie. Willie Twist to Goldschmidt for out number 2. Let's take a look at that defense. Brought to you by David Robleski and Associates. Farr, Young, and Upton in the outfield. That's been pretty steady all season long. Roberts at third, Bloomquist at short, Johnson at second, Goldschmidt at first, and Montero and Hudson. Goldschmidt with the start at first. Of course, the injury to Nady. He fractured a left hand, hit by the pitch last night. And there's a newcomer, Lyle Overbay, the one-time Diamondback, now a 2-time Diamondback.
Looks good in that Diamondback uni, doesn't he?
He didn't like the purple well, but he likes the red. Just particulars. But he was proud to wear it as a member of the Diamondbacks. But he likes that Sedona red now. He's the 15th player to play 2 separate stints with the ball club. I didn't realize there were that many players that came here twice. Here's a pitch outside. Batista, Clark, Colburn, Council, Fetters, Holmes, RJ, Kim, McCracken, Service, Springer, Stinnett, Josh Wilson, and Micah Owens. High fly ball into right field. Upton settling under it and makes the catch. Very easy for Daniel Hudson. Top of the first. Diamondbacks will take a look at Mike Pelfrey as they hit in the bottom of the first. No score here at Chase. Southwest.com/Yahtzee for your chance to win rapid reward points. Bloomquist, Roberts, Upton, Montero back in that cleanup spot again tonight, followed by Young, Goldsmith, Johnson batting 7th, and then Parr and Hudson. Mike Pelfrey has struggled in his career against the Diamondbacks, but he beat them in April. And you see his numbers, 6-9 this year.
With absolutely zero success here in his career at Chase Field. 0-4 with an ERA over 9.
And Bloomquist leans back from ball 1.
But we also saw that from Wandy Rodriguez in game 1 of the Houston series. He had zero success against the Diamondbacks, and he came in here and threw 6 shutout innings.
But he also had a 5-spot for him in the top of the first, right? There's the strike to Willie, 1-1. Bloomquist didn't play last night. There's a little floater, but it's foul. And the count is 1-2. There's Kirk Gibson. Last night picked up career win number 100 as Diamondback manager, closing in on the 500 mark.
And that was with a bad ball club last year.
There's another foul out of play. Well, 65 wins, 97 losses. Yeah.
To be back close to 500 is pretty impressive.
And the igniter, as we call him, Willie Bloomquist leading off here. Bottom of the first. And that's slow from Pelfrey. Pelfrey's a big guy. And Willie a ground ball to second, fielded by Willie Harris.
Too many Willies.
Yeah, Willie to Willie. Let's take a look at the Mets defense behind Pelfrey tonight. Bay, Pagan, Baxter in right field. That's Mike Baxter. Right, Tejada, Harris, Duda. Third to first. And Ronnie Paulino catching Pelfrey tonight. One away, and here's Ryan Roberts. Ryan took an over last night. That hasn't happened very often. In fact, that snapped a streak of 14 straight games of reaching base.
Seems like Ryan just seems to hit when it really matters.
Yeah, you go back 2 nights ago.
I guess in his mind, there's none of those ABs must have mattered last night.
1-0 to him has popped up. Foul, and that's near the stands. Paulino back, but it's out of his reach and out of play. Well, Pelfrey's been the discussion today for the New York media. He was quoted in today's New York Post telling the newspaper he felt it was unrealistic for the Mets to compete this year.
Well, is there any more to that story, or just
a little bit more?
Compete for the division title?
Yeah.
I think he's correct.
Yeah, he said it's unrealistic for anybody at the end of last year to come in and say, the Mets, this is a one-year thing. Next year we're going to win it all. It's unrealistic. There's a drive to left, down the line by Roberts. That skips up against the fence out there. Bay up with it. Ryan's into second with his 20th double of the season. He ripped that ball.
Well, after going 0 for 4, that next at-bat matters.
Yeah.
And Ryan Roberts picked out a fastball in from Mike Pelfrey, and he just drills it down the right field line. Any elevation at all on that line drive, and it would have gotten out of here, but a rocket double for Ryan Roberts, and just like that, Justin Upton with another opportunity to give his team the lead.
Which he did last night in the first inning with a home run, number 24 on the year. So Upton up there, runner in scoring position, 1 out. And he hits this one foul past there. Just get him back real quick to Pelfrey, and then we'll leave it alone. But, you know, the Phillies and Atlanta in the division. He's probably somewhat right?
He's not out of line saying that. But I guess it got under the skin of a teammate or two, huh?
One of his teammates who went unnamed said he's cutting his own throat. What's his record? 6-9. He's supposed to be the ace of the expletive staff. Upton, base hit. Diamondbacks lead it 1-0 as Roberts comes in to score. Upton delivers again. RBI number 74. 3 hitters in the game. The Diamondbacks have gotten to Pelfrey for a 1-0 lead.
No, he didn't cut his own throat. Justin Upton did right there. Back-to-back rockets. Justin Upton, my goodness. If there's a hotter hitter in the game, his name's Dan Ugla. Other than that,
yeah.
I think Justin Upton is as good as it gets right now. Just rips that pitch right back up the box. And nice job by Angel Pagan cutting that ball off. That would have gotten all the way to the wall in 3 bases. Upton's on the move.
Throw it down, bounces. He's in there and gets up. He heads to third. Pagan's slow, and he's safe there. Stolen base, Upton. He's doing it all here in this first inning. That's number 18 in the year. Throwing there on Paulino.
Well, that's just championship caliber baseball. Get a big hit, drive in there. Then don't waste any time. First pitch. Go ahead and take off. The pitch is a ball. And then the throw is in the dirt. Ruben Tejada can't come up with it, and Justin's not finished yet. I'm going to scamper all the way to third base. Now, just a lazy fly ball somewhere will make it a 2-0 game.
And the infield in, and Montero to left field. That should score Upton easily. Bays got it. There's the tag. Here comes Upton to the plate, scoring on Montero's 61st run bandit of the year. He adds to his career high. It's 2-0 D-backs.
Well, Miguel Montero's at-bat ended up being fabulous, but thank you very much, Justin Upton. Miguel Montero's at-bat started, man, I have to get an extra base hit to get an RBI. One pitch later, I can hit a lazy fly ball somewhere and get an RBI.
And
Justin
not get
Upton,
an AB.
Exactly. Justin Upton just took real good care of one Miguel Montero, but give Montero credit. He did what he had to do in that situation.
So 2 runs in the first for the D-backs. And there's a drive to left, but that right at the left fielder Bay to win the inning. Another hard hit ball by Young. He had 3 on the nose last night. After 1, D-backs have struck first, 2-0. Well, brought to you by Fry's. Enroll now for the Fry's D-backs Rewards program. Earn points by buying participating items at Fry's. And by Kia Motors. To learn more, visit phxkia.com. One of the 7 wonders of the world, the Grand Canyon. Boy, I bet you it's nice up there right now.
I will be honest, Greg, I've lived out here for over 10 years now, and I've never been to the Grand Canyon.
You got to get up there.
That's embarrassing.
There's a fly ball hit to center field. Back on it goes Young. Goodbye, Duda. 1 out. 1 pitch, 1 out here for Hudson. Our Geico quote provided to us tonight by Ian Kennedy. I think our whole team flying under the radar, and I don't mind it at all.
Well, we'll do our job and try to get them out on that radar a little more. What do you think? I think that's the right answer for Ian Kennedy.
Yeah, I do too. And I do think they are starting to get some more national attention with each game they go over 500 and each game they add to the lead in the West. Hearing a little bit more and more about them.
Well, it's that East Coast bias a lot of times, unless you're staying up late back east where, you're going to be seen in New York and Philadelphia and Boston and a lot of big-time baseball cities back there.
And I know there's the Hallidays and there's the Hamels and, some of these other pitchers who have pitched so well. But Kennedy now has got 15 wins. He's up there in innings pitched. I mean, and look what he's done for a ball club that nobody expected even to come close to 500.
Well, I think a lot of people scoffed and maybe even laughed when in early March, Kirk Gibson said, Ian Kennedy's going to be our opening day starter. He's going to be our ace. A lot of people are like, boy, this is going to be a long year. Well, guess what? Once again, most everybody was wrong, and Kirk Gibson's right. He's kind of been consistent with that all year long. And Ian Kennedy is making a lot of people eat their words.
That trio right there, by the way, that you just saw, swung at a foul at the plate by Bay. But Coleman will start in Philadelphia. Saunders will pitch game 2, and Kennedy will pitch game 3. So that trio going up against those big bats in that home run lace ballpark. Yeah.
And also some awesome pitching that the Phillies have.
I think the Diamondbacks are going to look at Lee, Worley, and Hamels. There's a tapper down to third. Roberts charges and can't make the play. And Bay's on. Roberts came charging, and it looked like that ball hit the heel of the glove.
Yeah, that was one of those plays that I think he just got in too big a hurry. I think if he could have just kept it in front, kind of squared himself up. They gave that a hit?
That's what they've got on the board. Although they've got it.
That's not a hit.
Yeah, I agree.
And nobody loves Ryan Roberts as much as me and you, Greg. But that's an error.
It's definitely an error.
What's going on?
They give him a hit. Here it is now.
Man.
Ronnie Paulino.
If I'd have had our official score, I might have been
gotten 3,000 hits. Paulino, 289 average. Totally caught last night. Hudson misses away. Paulino hitting 197 over his last 22 games, 14 for 71. In the past, though, he's caused the Diamondbacks some problems, most notably when he was with Pittsburgh. A big catcher. Good size on him. He fouls this one back. I have not written base hit down on my scorebook yet. I'm going to leave it blank, thinking that may be changed. Should be changed. Diamondbacks got 2 in the first. RBIs by their 3 and 4 hitters. Upton, Montero. Hudson with 1 on and 1 out here in the second. And that's a strike. 2-2 now.
He's rear back and went right down the middle at the kneecaps. Beautiful pitch there by Hudson. There's no nonsense. Right at the knees.
Daniel knows what the Diamondbacks want tonight and what he wants. He wants a good game after his last bad eye, and he wants to give the bullpen a break. They're looking for some depth from him. There's a fly ball. Easy play for Parr and left for out number 2. And in the past, he's been able to oblige in those situations.
Exactly. And right now, David Hernandez and J.J. Putz, they certainly need a breather. They have pitched a lot. I said last night on the air that David Hernandez's right arm is about 9 inches longer than his left arm. And you want him fresh, especially for that September run when you get back into the Western Division rivals.
Big long road trip coming up. 10 games without a day off.
No, I'm not saying that Daniel Hudson has to go out there and throw a complete game tonight. However, that would be, in a perfect world, it'd be fabulous, but it'd be nice to maybe get a decent lead, maybe see Brad Ziegler go out there and twirl, and maybe get Joe Patterson out there, or a Micah Owings or a Zach Duke, somebody like that, and give J.J. and David a much-deserved blow.
2 outs, runner on, and a slice foul out of play by Mike Baxter. Baxter was acquired recently from the Padre organization, made his debut with the Mets on August 8th, and doubled as a pinch hitter in the 8th inning. Claimed off waivers from the Padres, back on July 22nd. Getting a start in right field tonight. Came up as a pinch hitter last night. And he flied to right in the 6th inning. Hudson turns and throws to first, and Bay gets back in. Here we are, August 13th. Diamondbacks started play tonight, 2 in front of the defending world champions in the West. There's a ground ball hitting the hole beautifully between third and short. And the Mets got a little something going here with 2 men out.
Well, now remember, trying to get that elusive 4th out, even though it says on the board that there's been 2 hits in this inning. Well, that's not true. There's only been 1 hit in this inning. It was an error by Ryan Roberts that are allowing these extra outs here, these extra hitters come to the plate. So now Daniel Hudson, for the first time, going to have to pitch with a runner in scoring position.
And Ruben Tejada, who's playing short these days with Reyes on the DL, the hitter. Tejada had a hit last night, 1 for 4. And it gets by Montero. Now 2 runners are going to be in scoring position.
And for my money now, go ahead and put him on. Go ahead and put him on. I know that goes against conventional wisdom anymore. You want to try to get the 250 hitting Tejada. But I just go ahead and put him on. Take my chances with a pitcher on deck hitting 050.
Who's 2 for 40.
Exactly.
2 runs batted in. Hudson going to work out of the full windup. He'll continue to go against Tejada here. 1-0. And that's a strike call.
Nice little slider there from Hudson. First one of the game.
I think a lot of times, Gracie, where you are in a ball game kind of dictates.
Well, that's true.
What you
and also just the bulldog mentality of Daniel Hudson and Kirk Gibson.
There's a base hit. The runs are in. And Hudson walking disgustedly over toward third. He's going to have to back up. Nope. Tejada stops at second. He's got a 2-run double, and just like that, this game is tied.
And that's what I mean. It comes back and bites Daniel Hudson. He can't get that elusive third out. The bulldog mentality is a wonderful thing, but sometimes it comes back to bite you in the fanny, and that time it did, as Tejada just rifles a slider down and away, down the first base line. And just like that, it's a 2-2 game. Like we said, I'd just much rather take my chances with a pitcher hitting 050 than a number 8 hitter with second and third and 2 outs.
So the Mets on the board here, and they've evened this game. Now ground ball right back to Hudson. Soft toss to first, inning over, but the Mets get it even with their 2 in the second. 1 left. It's now a 2-2 ball game. K9. I like that. Look at them. Got their bowl of water. Yeah, that's a camera. Well, Daniel Hudson in the dugout observing now as Ruben Tejada struck him for a double right down the right field line with 2 men out. And that's tied this ball game. Goldschmidt, Johnson, and Parr here in the inning. Pelfrey now has a new life, 0-2 very quickly to Goldschmidt. Kirk Gibson was asked how you're going to split the time between Goldschmidt and the newcomer Overbay, and he said, we'll play it out. We'll see how it goes. But it's been a week or so since Overbay has really had a lot of activity, so he's getting ground balls and extra batting practice, hitting in the cage. Swinging and a miss, a strikeout for Pelfrey. Lyle Overbay back in a Diamondback uniform. Played in 2 games for that 2001 Diamondback ball club. And 2 at bats.
How'd he do it?
Took an offer. 1 for 2.
He was 1 for 2.
Hit 500 that year.
Should have retired.
Retired as a 500 hitter in Major League Baseball. Kelly hitting 7th tonight. Let's see how many times Kelly's batted 7th this year.
Probably not very many.
This is his 2nd time. Skies it to left. Bay, long run, foul. Not a play. Anytime the Diamondbacks score 6 runs or more, Taco Bell gives away 3 free tacos with a purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 p.m. the following day at participating locations. Well, now the Diamondbacks going to have to just get back to their offensive juggernaut they had in that first inning, get some more runs.
Yeah, that was just a kind of a crummy way to give away 2 runs right there. First of all, you had the error. Well, they didn't call it an error, but it's an error. And then you had an opportunity to walk the number 8 hitter. You decided to roll the dice and pitch to the number 8 hitter with the base open and the pitcher on deck, and yeah, you got burned on it.
Kelly on the ground is 2nd. Harris swings him out. 2 quick outs here. And Parr, who batted 2nd last night, took an 0 for 4 and didn't get the ball out of the infield, back in that customary number 8 spot in the order, where he's hit very well this year. .293 average. He's had a good season. Parr. Two now on Parra.
Like you said, Pelfrey with new life out there now. He carrying himself with a little more confidence. He was really taking his time, kicking around at the dirt. Now he's just getting right back on the mound. Let's play baseball.
One and 2 on Gerardo. We'll continue to update you on that Giant game throughout the evening. They're in the 6th inning right now. The Giants behind Lincecum, leading the Marlins 3-0. Another floater foul out of play. Nice crowd on hand here on a Saturday night. And it's good to see. I mean, the Diamondbacks been playing some great ball. 5-3 on this homestand, in first place, leading by 2. Parr strikes out. Boy, Pelfrey made it look easy. Bark in the park night. They're all rested. They're waiting for the 7th inning stretch.
walk in the park night here at Chase Field. And tonight, who is the best in show? We want you to vote. You saw the dog with the inflatable ball around him. We love Para. Then we've got Little Red and then Big Red. So A, B, C, or D. We want you to choose. Weigh in on it. Tonight's text poll is presented by your local Valley Kia retailers. By texting to vote, you consent to receive a message from Kia Motors America. That's out at the Diamond Club, guys. And it's really an interesting night. I'm going to go out there and see exactly what's happening with the dog situation.
Thank you, Jody. Nice play. Goldschmidt to Hudson covering to retire. Angel Pagan here to lead off the top of the third inning. Goldschmidt robs another hitter of a hit.
A terrific play by Goldschmidt and a good job of Hudson getting over. So Jody, you're going out there to hang out with the dogs?
Yeah, I'm gonna go out there and say hi to some of the dogs. I don't have a dog myself, but I do love dogs. Used to have a dog, so.
Do me a favor, watch where you step.
Pretty sure that precautions have been taken. Should I bring a bag with me?
Yes,
probably would be nice.
I'm sure the owners out there are making sure everything's pretty nice and clean, hopefully.
Our first ever bark in the park.
You had to know it was coming at some point.
Yeah,
right?
I guess, yeah. All right. Thank you, Jody. There's the one. I think that was A on our list, right? That's it.
Ball?
Yeah. Got the inflatable ball on his back. Wonder what they're thinking. Get this thing off me. I look ridiculous.
Yeah. Do I really have to wear this?
Where's my treat? 3-0 count here on Willie Harris with one down. Hudson's fallen behind with right next, and he walks him.
Yeah, 4-pitch walk to a guy with speed. Just a little bit of a mental lapse there by Daniel Hudson.
Right, fly to right, his first time up. Well, he started well in that first inning with the first 3 outs, but a little trouble in the second inning. Walks a man here in the third. Right, this is only his 60th game of the season. Turning the throw over, runner back. Harris has stolen 4. Right hammers one to left, but he got it off the end of the bat. It's going to be easy for Paul. And that's out number 2.
Made you hold your breath for a split second because it had that good trajectory off his bat, but as you said, he got it off the end of the bat, and it was just an easy play for Parra. Just a little slider, and as you said, off the end of the bat, so it was a very easy play, right? Pretty much in the tracks of Gerardo Parra. So one very dangerous man down, and a big old dangerous guy now steps in Lucas Duda.
Gracie, we have some tremendous news. I know you'll be happy about.
What do we got?
They've taken that hit away for being given an error.
Good.
He made it an E5.
Not that I don't love Ryan Roberts. I think besides Justin Upton, he's probably the second most valuable player on this ball club this year.
There's a pop-up.
But fair is fair.
That's going to stay in play for Montero. So Hudson gives up a 1-out walk, but gets right and due to 3 and 4 of the order to the bottom of the third in a 2-2 ball game on Park in the Park night.
Here's Mallory and Danielle. The Fox Sports Arizona girls taking in the ball game tonight. And they're also sitting with this fella right there. That is Daniel Sotelo. And he got the opportunity to sit next to Mallory and Danielle, just tweeting with them. That's all. Just tweeting with them a little bit. And you can follow them on Twitter at FS Arizona Girls. So, do you tweet?
Nope.
I don't either.
I might start.
I don't know how to, but if it get me seats next to them, I might start. That's kind of big league.
There's a strike to Hudson. Good for him. Hudson has 15 hits on the year, hitting .319 and a dozen runs batted in. 4 extra base hits, 3 doubles, a home run. Pelfrey settled down in that second inning after a rocky first, after his team got him a tie and went 1-2-3 with 2 strikeouts. Now 2-2 on Hudson. And a chopper to Pelfrey. He'll run it to the bag himself for the out. Well, what is Kachinko? Find out and learn how you can play right here at Chase Field by going to the interactive kiosks near section 111 during Arizona Diamondbacks regular season home games. Kachinko.
Well, Jody's on her way out there.
Oh, yeah. I liked your advice.
Yeah.
Willie Bloomquist grounded to second in the first inning. Second time around now against Pelfrey. He throws a strike. And he looks a lot different than he did in that first inning, doesn't he?
I think he realized he got a couple of gifts there in the form of runs, and he's feeling good about things now.
There's a liner to right. That's a hit for Bloomquist. Over to trying to down his backser, holding to a single.
Poor Willie's been awfully good, hadn't he?
You know, I was down the clubhouse today and was basically saying hi to Overbay, and I saw Willie coming over, and they've got a board almost to the entry of the clubhouse where they put the lineup up. And I said, hi, Willie, and he kind of said hi, but he was concentrating on that board, see if his name was in the lineup.
Oh, heck yeah.
I mean, he wanted to know right then.
Well, this is the most Willie's ever played in his career. And he's, even before Stephen Drew's injury, he really played well out in left field, or when he would play, when Stephen Drew didn't start the season, first 7 or 8 games.
He only came in 278. He's at 280.
Stephen was at the ballpark today,
wasn't he? Looked good, obviously disappointed, but Jody will give us some more information on Stephen in a short time here. He met with the media. There's a chopper toward short. They will get him out at second as Willie went in hard to Willie Harris, but they get the force out. Roberts reaches on the fielder's choice, 2 down. Upton will get a chance with a man on 2 out.
You know, even though there's a runner on first base, the way Justin Upton's been swinging, that might as well be considered scoring position, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And I have a feeling had Bloomquist been safe at second, there would have been an out at first. You'd have probably seen a free pass coming up to Upton.
Good point. I remember talking with the great Hall of Famer Reggie Jackson one time. And that one got him.
Well,
let's hope that one didn't break a hand, for crying out loud, because that one got his hand.
Well, that's 2 nights in a row now. G hit Nady on the hand last night. Now Pelfrey hits Upton on the hand here.
I think Justin's going to be just fine. At least he's acting like he is. That one just runs in. Right on the wrist area, it looks like. Golly,
that was smart.
I remember one time I was asking Reggie Jackson, I said, Reggie, I need to know, what was your approach when you had runners in scoring position? He goes, son, when I got in the batter's box, I was in scoring position.
Yeah, he was in scoring position for himself. Boy, how colorful was that guy?
Ooh. Game misses characters like that. It looks like Justin's going to be just fine. That's good news. Diamondback hands are taking a beating here in this series. So Miguel Montero, your job is to Well, to take up for your fallen teammate, for your teammate in pain over there at first base, and make Mike Pelfrey pay for drilling him.
And Montero fouls one out of play for Upton. He's been hit quite often this season. That is the 12th time he's been hit by a pitch. And he's, I haven't looked recently, but he was second in the league in getting hit by a pitch. Let me look it up.
He just kind of stands there like a brick wall. He doesn't move too much.
He is still second. Espinosa, Danny Espinosa, has been hit 16 times for Washington. Two on, two out here. Two Washington Nationals in the top three there, Espinosa and Morse.
That big old boy.
He got hit the other night.
Morse.
They thought he might have to go on the DL, but I
Really?
guess he's just day to day, yeah. Upton there, number 2 between them. Making a ground ball to second. Due to late getting over, but now does so, and that'll retire the side. So no runs, a hit batter, 2 left, and after 3 here, we're in a 2-2 game. Off the field. His father had passed away only 2 months before, but on this memorable moment, Tony, a grand slam off the Tigers, Dave Malicki in the 4th inning. Not a dry eye in the house. Womack, you can see him wiping his eye. A Father's Day gift for Tony's late father, or who scored in front of Womack on his Father's Day grand slam. Our AT&T trivia question for you.
Well, I kind of saw 2 of them.
Which one you taking?
I'll take Reggie Sanders.
Reggie. 1-1 from Hudson here to Bay. Bay reached on an error this first time up, and that set up a 2-run inning. And there's a ground ball hit sharply, but Kelly had him played perfectly on to first. Defensive positioning is so important. And Bay hit that one right where Kelly Johnson was.
Catcher Ronnie Paulino.
Now Ronnie Paulino. There's a member of that 2001 World Championship team, Matt Williams, your teammate. We've got that big weekend coming up, September 9th through the 11th here. The old throwback jerseys, Gracie.
That'll be awesome.
Paulino takes the ball outside. Ball
Might have to put one on up here myself and do the ball game.
We'll have to wear our old purple.
Bring back some memories.
Ground ball pulled fair down the left field line by Paulino. Extra bases into the corner. He's on his way to second. And he's got a double. 3 hits now off of Hudson. Mike Baxter had one of those hits in that 2-run second inning.
Hudson throwing a lot of sliders tonight.
Yeah.
You notice that?
Yeah.
They kind of hurt him. That's what Tejada hit for a 2-run double back in the second inning. He hit a slider now. Left one up there as well to Paulino, and that's a double as well.
This is the 25th start of the season for Hudson. This is inside, ball 1. He's lost 3 of his last 4 starts, but he's still gone 10-4 since May 1st. Too far inside and a little tight. 2-0. Hudson debuted against the Mets after coming over from the White Sox on August 1st last year at Citi Field.
Good change up there on 2-0. Way out in front of it was Baxter.
And in that ball game, Gracie, 8 innings, 3 hits, 1 run, 1 walk, 4 strikeouts, 110 pitches thrown. His only career start against the Mets until tonight. Lead run in scoring position here, 4th inning. In a 2-2 ball game. Ball 3. 3-1.
Fastball commands right now just kind of coming and going with Daniel Hudson.
And not a real good strike ball ratio. 27 strikes, 20 balls, 47 pitches.
And you want to be a little better than that.
That's hammered to center. Young running back, and he can't get it. Up against the wall. Extra bases. Baxter's going to end up at 3rd, it looks like. RBI triple. And the Mets lead it 3-2. Double and a triple there with 1 out of the inning. Well, that ball was hammered.
Yeah, that was a changeup on 3-1. He threw it to him 2-0. He throws it to him 3-1. That one just stays in the middle of the plate. And Baxter crushes that ball over the head. He beats Chris Young on the fly. Another tough outing here for Daniel Hudson. He's going to have to piece it together somehow, some way. Right now, once again, I'll say it, I'm walking this batter, Ruben Tejada.
Diamondbacks will bring the infield in. Looks like they're going to pitch to him.
Boy.
And Tejada.
0-49 on deck.
And Tejada, his first time up, doubled home 2. And that ball is inside, ball 1. Tejada's RBIs give him 22 on the year. See the infield bunched up. Two and 0 the count. Montero looks into the dugout. Hudson looks into Montero. Right field, Upton shallow, but he will make the catch. Baxter tags, but he can't score. Nice running catch out there by Upton, who was in rather shallow with Tejada up. Boy, that ball was first hit. I thought it was going to find pay dirt out there, but Upton ran it down.
Yeah, it was a line drive down the line, but Justin Upton, to his credit, had him played perfectly right on the line. You can see very shallow and on the line. He made a knee-high grab, and because of that, Baxter could not score. So this time they go ahead and they pitch to Tejada. And fortunately, I think, he hit a line drive right at Justin Upton, and now you get to face Pelfrey with 2 outs. So the plan giveth, the plan taketh away.
Pelfrey grounded out to Hudson his first time up. Ball 1 outside. Mets have grabbed the lead here. They've come back from a 2-0 deficit to take a 3-2 lead. They got 2 in the second, 1 here in the fourth after the Diamondbacks got their 2 in the first. Hudson trying to end this inning, keep it a 1-run game. Pelfrey took a big hack at it, but missed it.
Took a Jack Clark hack at that one.
He could take some, couldn't he, Jack Clark?
He was one of the hardest swingers of the bat I've ever seen. There wasn't a third baseman that didn't play back on the outfield grass when Jack Clark was up.
There's a foul-out play. Tom Niedenfuhrer knows all about a hard swinging Jack Clark.
They still talk about that long ball in Dodger Stadium.
I was there for that game.
Were you really?
Oh, yeah. I mean, that ball, as second it hit the bat, he's looking into the dugout. And Tommy's not too happy.
Still upset about it.
Ground ball, base hit. Upton, boy, he thought about throwing to first, but Pelfrey running hard. He gets an RBI knock, and it's now a 4-2 Mets lead.
Yeah, Daniel Hudson has to be kicking himself in the seat of the pants right now for giving up that base hit. That guy's an out right there. And what does Daniel do? He just plates one right down Broadway. And Pelfrey swats it right into right field. So Daniel Hudson.
3rd hit of the season for Pelfrey.
And that's one of those where, and I think I could get him out.
So 2 in this inning. They're still batting. Here's Pagan. He hits one to right. Upton going back at the warning track. Got it. To retire the side. But the Mets get a couple on 3 hits, including an RBI by their pitcher. And they lead it now, 4-2. Come on, wake up. Come on.
It's 4-2, but we're out here visiting with some dogs in our text poll tonight. We Love Para is sort of running away with the text poll, but Blake here is also about 16%. So let's get some votes here for Blake and Oshie. And you're Julie, right? Julie, where'd you come up? Obviously bat and ball, pretty obvious, but where did you get this nice little inflatable ball?
I actually just bought it on eBay, and I cut it, and I rigged it to his harness, and it's all good.
All right, so vote for the ball. Of course, the bat, goes with Blake and the whole thing. Now, I have to tell you, because I put bunny ears on my dog at one point, and he wanted no part of it. And so these dogs are doing very well. Blake looks very happy.
He walked in the parade, and he was all proud of his little costume that I made, yep.
Well, this is fun, obviously. Any challenges, though, coming in? I mean, a lot of dogs here, a lot of different personalities.
No, he's a show-off. He's really good. He likes his stuff. He likes his costume. He likes Oshie the bat. So we're having a blast today. Real good time.
All right, Blake is the ball, Oshie is the bat. They are a tandem. I guess we can add them right in. You're voting for the ball here. You're really voting for the package deal. And We Love Para leading right now, but we'll see, guys, if we can get some votes for these cuties. Oh, hello.
Thank you, Jody. A lot of them here tonight. Chris Young leads it off for the Diamondbacks here in the bottom of the fourth. They need to get to work offensively. And, nice play by Wright. Down at third, and Duda helps him out at first with a nice
down
pick.
there as well.
So Young retired.
A couple of nice pickups on both end right there by Wright. Then across the diamond. That's a difficult pickup over there on the other end by Duda. But he makes it look relatively easy.
Paul Goldschmidt struck out his first time up. Pelfrey, since a rocky first inning, has really started to settle in. Ran into a little trouble in the third with a hit and a hit batter. But he's getting a lot of ground ball outs now. Mets have been waiting for this guy to kind of take off. He hasn't done it yet. But he's helped himself with the bat tonight and to a 4-2 lead. 1-1 on Goldschmidt. Did not start last night, but did have a couple of at-bats. Had a hit after he took over for Nady. 1-2.
A lot of off-speed stuff for Goldschmidt. Seems like the word's out that he likes to hit fastballs. Those 3 pitches were off speed, 2 sliders and a changeup to get to 1-2.
If he keeps doing what he did though the other night in that pinch hit at bat, fighting off those breaking balls to get him the fastball.
Well, that like right there, I think that was a fastball just to show him one and show him one out of the zone and come back with something off speed. Let's see if Goldschmidt's thinking the same way. There it was.
Third strikeout of the night for Mr. Pelfrey, and that's 2 quick outs in the inning. Our AT&T trivia question: who scored in front of T. Womack? Father's Day Grand Slam. Durazo, Sanders, and Finley. Must not been the lineup that day, Grayson.
Yeah, we were trying to win. There they are. Finley, Sanders. Now where's Durazo? So we're just going to have to take their word for it.
Kelly into left field, and Bay in foul territory has it. Very easy again for Pelfrey here in the fourth. Diamondbacks doing nothing right now after 2 in the first. They trail at 4-2. This year, and don't you know it, they had that huge dust storm,
of course,
right before the All-Star game. But it's first pitch popped up toward the roof area, but it's going to be caught.
Just so imperative for Daniel Hudson to now just put up a couple of 3 zeros And try to do them quickly and
Yeah.
get those guys back in the dugout and swing the bats. Got to try to put those two bad innings in the second and the fourth behind you. Just go back out there and just start stacking zeros.
Diamondbacks have shown a keen ability this year to battle back in ball games. We've seen that all season long. 32 come from behind wins. Here's David Wright, 0 for 2 in the game. Fly to right, fly to left. Yeah, he's got the couple days of growth going there.
He kind of varies with the
Yeah,
facial hair, doesn't he?
He sure does.
We saw him spring training with the full beard. And he'll go clean shaven, and then the thick mustache sometimes. Keeps us guessing.
Yeah.
There's a couple of woolly boogers there.
Did he go? Yeah, Lance Barksdale said, "You went, Mr. Wright." 0-2. You know, when healthy, Wright and Reyes, that left side of the infield, about as good as it gets in the National League.
Doggone right. Still plenty young, but unfortunately, injuries. Bad injuries for both of them.
And, you know, with each injury that Reyes gets, he's had a few this year. That's in his center. Young will get it. And now, Mr. Wright, David Wright, has tried all three outfielders, and they've all caught his fly balls. Our CenturyLink high-speed pitch, Hudson and Pelfrey tonight. What you got for us? 96, 95.
Both throwing hard.
Lucas Duda, the hitter. You have to wonder, though, with each one of these injuries, if teams are going to gamble on giving Reyes a real long, lengthy contract.
That's exactly right. And, you know, if he's looking for the kind of money that, you know, that Derek Jeter got before this past one that Jeter got. You know, Derek Jeter, the reason he got all that money, obviously, is because he's a terrific player, but he's also very durable.
3 fly ball outs to Chris Young this inning.
Much needed. Very well done, Daniel Hudson.
Diamondbacks need to get the offense, and Garrett Parr will lead it off.
Leader right now. We love Para. Now we know her name is Georgie. Her owner is Melissa and Gordy. So, Melissa, she's winning right now.
That's fantastic. I didn't even know there was any kind of contest, so we're excited.
Best in show. We love Para. Very creative. You waited for a day like this here at the ballpark, huh?
Yes, we're big baseball fans, so we watch with our dogs, and we say, wow, great, we're going to come to the game.
And you have another sign, too, right? Here, you want to flip it over? Go J Pup. So that was on the other side. Very creative stuff. Love the ponytail. And, of course, we don't want to leave out Teddy over here either. But Teddy, you know, you're not getting all the attention here of Georgie, but still very nice job. Very creative. Love it. You guys worked on that.
Yeah, I did. I was trying to think of something fun to go in the park.
All right, thanks, guys. Back to you.
Thank you, Jody. A line drive by Parr hits Pelfrey. And I'll come out and check on him. The ball deflected in the air. Had it been caught, it would have been an out, but boy, that got him good.
Yeah, that dog might like Parra, but Mike Pelfrey sure doesn't after taking a shot. Looks like it got him right in the small of the back, somewhere in that area. He seems to be fine. He's from that old school, I'm sure. You don't ever let a guy know he hurt you, but I'll tell you what, that ball was smoked. Oh, it got his pitching arm. Oh, boy, let's hope not.
That's a big old welt there, isn't it?
That's his pitching arm. Boy, it looked like it got his back.
That's what I thought. Terry Collins out right now.
Oh, boy.
I
hope that didn't get his pitching arm.
I think he's going to make a change.
That would stink.
I think they're going to take him out. Let's take a look.
Well, it got his elbow. Gosh, dog it. Well, he's trying to stay in the game, I believe.
He's arguing the point with his manager here, saying, I want to stay in. See, right there, it gets him.
Yeah. And now, Gary Severson, the crew chief, is along with Lance Barksdale in there. And I think they're telling Terry Collins, you're going to have to make a decision. We can't just stand out here all day. He's going to hand him the baseball. I think begrudgingly handing him the baseball. That's a shame. That is a shame.
Well, he was rolling here after a struggle in the first inning. Pelfrey had really started to pitch well. Now, former Diamondback DJ Carrasco is going to be brought in. Well, that's a manager, though, looking out for his player. And we'll take reports, along with ASU and U of A training camp coverage. Log on now to FoxSportsArizona.com. Rick Schulte in for Darren Sutton, along with Mark Grace. We'll be back with you tomorrow for the 1 o'clock game. Finale of this long homestand. A big crowd on hand here tonight on this Saturday evening. Right now the Mets are leading 4-2, and we've got a delay as DJ Carrasco has come on to pitch for New York, and he'll be allowed as much time as he needs to warm up due to the injury to Mike Pelfrey.
Well, relive the magic of the 2001 season during World Championship Reunion Weekend, September 9th through the 11th, presented by Gila River Casinos. On Saturday, September 10th, will welcome back the 2001 team during pregame ceremony. That'll be cool. And the first 25,000 fans will get a World Championship replica ring courtesy of Chase. Call 602-462-4790 or visit dbacks.com/reunion.
It's going to be a fun weekend.
Looking forward to it as our old buddy DJ Carrasco takes as many warm-up pitches as he needs.
See the numbers on him.
We called him Any Day DJ.
Yeah.
He pitched whether you were winning, losing, or tied. He took the baseball and did some good things out here last year. Now he's taking the act to the Big Apple, and he's doing okay.
An update on that Giant game. It's still 3-0 San Francisco, and they are at bat in Florida in the top of the 9th inning on top of the Marlins tonight. Lincecum started that one. The Giants have wiggled out 3 runs. I don't know if they've hit any more solo home runs tonight. Keppinger's hit one, but had to have been a solo home runs because they've got single tallies in the 1st, 5th, and 6th innings. So that's 21 consecutive solo home runs. Here's Hudson now showing bunt. And it's pushed up the first base line, a beauty. And that is his 8th sacrifice bunt as Parra moves up to 2nd.
He does do that awfully well, the sacrifice bunt. Helping himself. Nicely done, Daniel Hudson. Yapping at his former teammate, DJ Carrasco, on the way back to the dugout.
I went from Duda to the second baseman Harris covering 3-4. If you score with us. Some fans still do that at home. I don't think a scorecard is a nickel anymore like it used to be.
Not in the old days when we used to go to the stadium.
Got that little itty bitty pencil, remember? Here now is Willie Bloomquist with Parr's second one out. He missed outside ball 1. If we get a report on Pelfrey, we'll pass it along to you. Again, hit on the elbow. The right elbow, his pitching arm on the line drive by Parra took him out of this game. There's a bunt, foul at the plate by Bloomquist.
Not a bad idea there by Bloomquist, but he was very fortunate that that ball squirted just foul before Paulino picked it up.
Paulino quick out from behind the plate to try and keep it fair, but couldn't. Willie's driven in 21 in the year. One time was called by Paulino, the catcher. Every time the Diamondbacks hit a home run this season, Fulton Homes donates $150 to the Central Arizona Mountain Rescue Association. Home runs are always wanted, but I'll take a hit right now. Get a run in.
With the infield defense, watch where Willie Harris is, the second baseman. He is very close to second base. And we all know Willie loves to hit the ball out in this area. So I think you're doing Willie a big favor as he's trying to shoot that ball the other way. Willie, not really much of a pull hitter. He's a guy that likes to hit the ball up the middle and the other way. And Willie Harris giving him a lot of room over there.
Bloomquist has gone 4 for his last 6 with runners in scoring position, driving in 4. Parra led off the inning with a hit off of the pitcher's elbow. He's at second, following the sacrifice by Hudson. Bloomquist down on the count of ball, 2 strikes. Fouled back this way. Got a nice crowd on hand here tonight. Watch the Diamondbacks and the Mets go at it on a Saturday evening in downtown Phoenix. Looked like rain earlier in the day, but clouds kind of separate a little bit. Of course, we still play with the roof closed in this hot, humid monsoon weather.
I got rocked out of bed at about 2:30 in the morning by a storm last night.
Thunder was ripping, wasn't it?
DJ Carrasco working at a snail pace right now.
a very nice way of putting it.
Oh, that one got him. There's another Diamondback hitter getting smoked.
Well, that's.
Well, there's certainly no intention there. But boy, these guys are getting hit in the arms and the hands. And
Carrasco, obviously, he's going to be upset with himself there. That was a 1-2 count.
That's that same area that Pelfrey got hit. That part of that elbow. This time Willie Bloomquist wears one right in the elbow area. Golly.
Dylan G last night hit Xavier Nady on the left hand, fractured the hand. Upton was hit on the wrist here tonight by Pelfrey, and now Bloomquist is hit by Carrasco. Now 2 on for Ryan Roberts, who has a double tonight. He's 1 for 2. You see the Diamondbacks are 5th in the National League being hit by pitches. Phillies are up there. They're 45. There it goes. Diamondbacks with a 3 spot on a 5-4 lead. That's making them pay. That's answering, huh?
That's how you take up for your teammate right there who just took one in the elbow. Go ahead and take a hanging breaking ball and smoke it into the left field seats.
Well, Ryan Roberts now 50 runs batted in.
50 runs batted in. That's his 16th long ball. Willie Bloomquist can't even high five with his left arm. So you wonder if he's going to be able to stay in the ball game. But boy, Ryan Roberts, he just comes up with big hit after big hit, doesn't he, Greg?
He sure does. I mean, let's take a look again. He was just waiting.
Hanging breaking ball. He just uncoils on it. He knows it's gone. Oh, yeah, way out of here to left field.
A 3-run shot. Now Upton takes high.
Giants haven't had one of those in a while, have they?
No.
A 3-run shot.
So the Diamondbacks have the lead back for Hudson 5-4 here. And still only the 1 out in the inning. Got him to go fishing on that one.
Yeah, just a little over anxious, a little overamped right now is Justin Upton. Just needs to take a step back, take a deep breath, and get back to business.
3 of the Diamondbacks runs charged to Pelfrey. 1 on that 3-run homer. He fouled that one back. Came back with the same pitch, and Justin fought it off. You're taking a look at Willie. That's PJ down there. Willie, I think, has said, hey, I'm not coming out. No way.
Well, you're going to have to drag him out, but that's strike 3 to Upton. Just overswinging in that one. He was just trying to do too much. He's probably upset that guys are getting hit. He was one of them. Yeah. Xavier Nady getting hit. Bloomquist, and I think he wanted to take matters into his own hand. I think he just tried a little too hard in that situation.
2 outs for Montero, who's got a run batted in tonight with a sacrifice fly. Ryan Roberts strikes a 3-run blast.
New life now for Daniel Hudson, thanks to Ryan Roberts.
Just what the old doctor ordered. With the Giants on the verge of winning their game in Florida, that was a big strike right there. The 3-1 homer. I don't think the Giants are on scoreboard watching.
They better be, because they've watched the Diamondbacks fly right by them in the last week.
1-2 now from Carrasco to Montero. Brian Wilson is in the 9th, trying to close it out for San Francisco. Ooh, that just missed.
Yeah, Willie's still really struggling with that left elbow.
2-2 the count. see Willie stretching it out there.
And there's nothing you can do. That's just, it's right on that bone.
He's sore, you can tell.
Oh, man. It goes all the way down to your fingertips. That's why he's shaking his hand, because those nerves, you can feel it all. You just get that shooting pain all the way down your forearm into your hands, fingertips. Sean Burroughs coming over to see if he's okay, because Sean Burroughs may have to be moved into the infield. Cody Ransom can certainly play shortstop.
And that's low. Nice at bat for Montero. Fell behind and ends up coaxing a walk. He's on now with 2 men out for Chris Young. Chris got one of those nights going. In fact, last night he hit the ball hard 3 times, didn't have it. Tonight he's lined to left, and he was robbed at third by a nice play by David Wright. 0 for 2 in the game. Ball one outside. Wow, look at that.
Oh, my goodness. Leave it alone, Gerardo. Ow, yeah, right there.
P.J. Mainville, one of the Diamondback trainers, has been looking at him the entire time and asking him about it. And you see Willie just keeps stretching.
Oh, you can see he's hurt.
Yeah.
I mean, he is in some pain. The good news is he's able to make a fist.
Right.
That means there's probably not a break, but what there is just a lot of soreness and swelling, and you kind of just want to cry.
Outside, 3-0 now on Young. Young is the 7th man to bat in this inning, Grace. It's been a good inning, the 5th, 3 runs. The big blast, Ryan Roberts home run. 16 homers and 50 RBI for the Diamondback third baseman.
I would imagine Chris Young probably got the green light here. If he gets something in his zone, well, a late call of timeout.
And I think it was called over at first base. Second base umpire Corey Blazer was pointing over to first base. Time had been called. Montero, I think, is asking for time. Well, he was asking the first base umpire. He didn't give it to him. But the second base umpire did. Young hit the dramatic walk-off home run the other night here in the 10th inning to beat the Astros. And he pops this one up into center field. Pagan is there. He's got it, but Ryan Roberts gave the Diamondbacks a lead. A 3-run blast. Now 5-4 D-backs. Xavier Nady, fractured left hand. He's gone to the DL. Upton got hit on the wrist tonight. And then Willie Bloomquist hit on the elbow. And that's 3 Diamondbacks plunked. Nady again the DL. Bloomquist stays out there, although he's awfully sore.
Yeah, that's the glove hand of Willie Bloomquist, and you can see between pitches he's still trying to shake out those, well, those pains. That's painful.
Well, this is a big shutdown inning for Daniel Hudson now after Roberts got him the 1-run lead with the 3-run homer.
And we talked about that, Greg. It was very important to go out and have a quick inning in the top of the 5th. He did just that. He had a very quick 7-pitch inning. Now, after 3 runs in the bottom of the 5th to take the lead, it's imperative that he go out and do the exact same thing. Try to have a quick, crisp 1, 2, 3 inning, keep that momentum. But he's going to have to go after some tough cookies here in the middle of the Mets order.
Bay leading off, and he strikes out swinging. And for Daniel Hudson, only his 2nd strikeout of the night. He retired Pagad on 3 pitches to start the ball game, but that's his first strikeout since.
That's the changeup. Bottom falls right out of it. That is a beautiful pitch and a good start to this inning.
Well, it's over in San Francisco.
What was the final?
The Giants end up winning that ball game by a score of 3-0. Although the Marlins made it a little interesting at the end. They had the tying run at the plate. Foul back and out of play. So at the moment, the Diamondbacks lead in the National League West is a 1.5 games pending the outcome of this one. Strike call. 0-2 very quickly to Paulino. Paulino's got a double in this game and has scored. Hudson not a bad pitch total. This is number 70 coming up. Working here in the 6th. That's back up the middle into center field. A broken bat, base hit. 0-2 count.
Yeah, you hate giving up base hits 0-2, but boy, it took a bat to do that to get it. And Daniel Hudson, like, golly. Fastball in. He just swats it right back up the middle.
Seems like ever since Paulino's come into the league and he broke in with Pittsburgh, he's hurt the Diamondbacks with hits, hit them well.
Speaking of hits and hitting well,
yeah,
Mike Baxter, he's singled, he's tripled, and he's scored 2 runs.
Driven in one.
Well,
it's been the bottom of the order that has hurt Hudson here tonight. Paulino, Baxter, Tejada, and Pelfrey. They have all of their hits.
Yeah, the first 5 hitters in the Mets lineup are hitless.
They are 0 for 11, top 5. That's into center.
They're going to get him.
Yep. Boy, Chris has been busy out there tonight, huh?
He sure has.
They've got him for 5 putouts in the game. And out number 2 here in the 6th inning. There's a pitch total of 72.
Pretty economical, if you ask me. 72 pitches through 5 2/3.
And he had a couple of rough innings, the 2nd and the 4th that he battled through. So,
if he can find a way to quickly retire Ruben Tejada, yeah, it's not out of the realm of possibilities to maybe get through 8 innings if you're Daniel Hudson tonight.
You know, that's what made Kennedy's outing so special last night. He was at 89 pitches through 5. Had a 1-2-3, well, a base hit in the 6th inning, but he only threw 8 pitches, and then had a 1-2-3-7, so he got him through 7.
That's exactly right. He was, yeah, I thought he maybe had his C+ stuff last night, and still found a way to go 7 innings and only give up 1 run. There's a lot of base runners.
That shows you where his game is going.
That's exactly right. 2-0.
Former Diamondback Scott Hairston is in the on-deck circle. He would bat for Carrasco next. Scotty had a big pinch hit last night, a double, and scored in the 9th inning. Base hit. His 2nd hit. Man, his bottom of the order is just
wearing him out. That one wasn't a broken bat. That was just a rocket right back up the box over the head of Daniel Hudson. And Scott Hairston is going to be our pinch hitter in this situation. He came up with a double off of J.J. Putz last night, did Hairston. And now it's up to Miguel Tejada to figure out a game plan and keep this lead at 5-4.
Well, you're going to have to work against Hairston. Right-handed batter. He's had some big hits against his former team, the Diamondbacks, since leaving. And he's looking for a 2-out knock here. Tying run at second, go ahead run at first, and a high fly ball. Behind short, Bloomquist out, Parr coming on. He calls him off, and Parr makes the catch. Two stranded, Diamondbacks lead it here by a run. Lead, he would steal, advance to third, and then score on a Montero sac fly. 2-0 Diamondbacks, but Tejada ties it up for the Mets with his 2-run double in the second inning. Mets get the lead on this triple by Mike Baxter. He comes in to score on a base hit by the pitcher Mike Pelfrey. But then the Diamondbacks come back. Parr, this line drive off the elbow that takes Pelfrey out of the ball game. Bloomquist then hit by a pitch. And up to the plate steps Ryan Roberts, a 3-run homer. And the Diamondbacks have a 5-4 lead. As we go here to the bottom of the sixth inning at Chase Field. Our pool area out there. Well
filled up tonight.
Yes, sir. A new pitcher, Pedro Beato.
Hard throwing Pedro Beato.
Well, as I remember too, Gracie, he really pitched well against the Diamondbacks in that series in New York.
Didn't know much about him at that time. Now these Diamondbacks know plenty about him.
Had a 1-2-3 inning with a strikeout, throwing plenty hard. Strike one here to Goldschmidt, who has struck out twice.
And the sliders to Goldschmidt continue.
Tapper foul, strike two. Well, the Diamondbacks had to place Xavier Nady on the disabled list today after fracturing the hand last night, hit by a pitch. And the Diamondbacks signed Lyle Overbay, the former Diamondback. There's Lyle. He's in uniform, wearing number 37.
3 sliders, 3 strikes, and Paul Goldschmidt's going to get a steady diet of those because there's a lot of advanced scouts. They're jotting that down in their little bag of tricks that so far early in Paul Goldschmidt's young career, he's having trouble with the slider. Fastballs, he's hitting a long ways.
Yeah. Kelly Johnson's 0 for 2 in this ball game. This kid's coming in throwing strikes. Carrasco went an inning, allowed 1 hit, but it was a big one, a 3-run homer, 2 runs allowed, hit him in. Kelly into left. That's a hit. Bay over to get it. Let's see if Kelly challenges him. Yeah. Here he comes to second. The slide. He's in with a double. He smelled double off the bat there when he hit it.
And Kelly Johnson has very good speed as well. That's his 23rd double of the season. Nice job of hitting right there by Kelly. He just stays back, lets that fastball travel, and drills it into the left center gap.
You got a left-hander out there, Gracie. Might have been a little bit more hesitant for that man to try and go, but Bay had to completely turn around.
A pirouette, if you will.
Yep.
Yeah, he made a good, strong throw in, but Kelly Johnson had that extra gear, and he got into second base rather easily.
Well, here's Parr, who singled, and that single right back at Pelfrey, hit him on the elbow and took him out of this ball game in the 5th inning. Pelfrey very reluctant to come out. He wanted to stay in, but Terry Collins said, no, we're going to make the change. And ball one down low. For the Diamondbacks now, their 6th hit of the night. And the Giants won their game 3-0. They beat Florida. The Diamondbacks trying to stay 2 in front with a win here tonight and win another series. Ground ball to the right side, fielded by Duda, and he'll race the bag himself.
Follow the Diamondbacks with MLB.com at Bat11 for your iPhone, your iPad, your Android, or your BlackBerry. Get live audio, pitch-by-pitch tracking, and video highlights. You can even use the At-Bat app on your iPhone to order food right from your seat the next time you're at Chase Field. That's incredible. Download At-Bat11 now or visit dbacks.com. That's kind of cool. Why don't you order something?
I'm doing that right now. What do you want? Where's your popcorn?
I know. I haven't gotten any cactus corn tonight, and it's killing me.
Strike one to Hudson. He's got one thing on his mind here. He knows Pelfrey got a hit and drove in a run against him. He wants to get a hit and drive in a run here. Little floater. That ball's going to fall. Base hit. Run is in.
Ask him you shall receive, Greg Schulte.
How about that?
You are quite the soothsayer.
Well, he just dunked it into right field. Harris ran out. Baxter came in. Pagan came in, and nobody could get it. 13th run batted in for Daniel Hudson.
Big help that is. An extra run there that you're not really expecting. Daniel Hudson just found right in there in the Bermuda Triangle between the second baseman, center fielder, and right fielder. Boy, that's a big add-on run for Hudson. It'd be interesting to see here, Greg, if Willie Bloomquist, just how well he can swing the bat with that bad elbow.
Well, Jody talked about the Diamondbacks' pitching prowess as far as hitting. And you see now 29 RBI.
I mean, you might as well just give Daniel Hudson the Silver Slugger right now for the pitching position.
He's hitting
just
327.
With all those RBIs, he's got the National League lead by at least 7 or 8 RBIs, doesn't he?
I would think so. I know he leads in hits. He leads in runs batted in. I believe, average.
He's hit a homer.
Oh, well, he swung the bat pretty well there. 0-2 the count. I think what Kirk Gibson would love to see here is even extend this lead a little more and get Willie the rest of the evening off. .64 Diamondbacks now. Chopper foul. Tacos tomorrow, Gracie.
Oh, man, let's eat. Let's eat.
6 runs right now. Diamondbacks hoping for more. Purchase of a large drink between 4 and 6 p.m. 3 free tacos at participating locations.
Beato wanted that one, but it was a good 3 or 4 inches outside.
And Kurt's got the info. You knew he would. Hudson 13 runs batted in. Levon Hernandez and Cliff Lee each with 7. I think Lee's got a couple of home runs this year.
I know he hit one his last outing against the Los Angeles Dodgers.
He has 2. Swing and a miss. Bloomquist down on strikes. So Beato strikes out 2, but gives up 2 hits in a run. Diamondbacks will take a 2-run lead into the 7th here at Chase. Unlimited reward seats, no blackout dates. By Kia Motors. To learn more, visit phxkia.com. And by CenturyLink. Quest now CenturyLink. Visit CenturyLink.com to learn more. They're having fun in the pool. Fun night of baseball here in downtown Phoenix. Come on out tomorrow, have some fun at the ballpark.
Absolutely. We got a day game here tomorrow against these Mets.
Now, we won't be back in town for a while, Gracie. We will come back here to Chase Field and play for the next time on August 26th. Padres and the Rockies in for 6.
And the Diamondbacks going on a booger of a road trip.
Yes, sir.
The Philadelphia Phillies, the Atlanta Braves, and then
Washington.
The Washington Nationals. But boy, those first 6 games are going to be trying.
Angel Pagan leads it off and takes a strike. Hudson into the 7th inning now. That was his 77th pitch of the night. Looking for his 12th win. That's a strike.
He has been pounding that inside corner to Angel Pagan since the beginning of the game, Darren. You're not Darren, you're Greg.
That's all right.
You can call me Candyman if you want.
No.
Right back in there he goes.
Ooh.
Just missed that time. But if you on 0-2 though, Greg, that's where you want to miss. You want to miss inside there, make him jackknife, make him move his feet.
Pagan is struck out looking, grounded to first, fly to right.
Well, he's just living in there, isn't he?
Yeah, he is.
Might be time for that changeup though. Now that you've just thrown 4 pitches, 4 fastballs in to get to 2-2. Might be time to break out that good changeup. Let's see what Miguel Montero's got on his mind. Yeah, Miguel wants the changeup.
Turned over on it. Kelly's going to have to be quick. Not in time. Pagan runs well and he legged it out.
Just a slight hesitation in there. It looked like Kelly had a little trouble getting it out of his glove. And that's all it takes for Pagan, who can fly. Watch right there. Just.
Ooh.
He looked like he was out.
Yeah, he did.
He looked like he was out. And it's that close. It is awfully close, but it looked like it just may have nipped him. Nah, that looks more like it might have been a tie, Greg. It was that close. I'm of the belief that if it takes 3 or 4 replays to, and it's still you really can't tell, then he got the call right.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we slow it down for you. I mean, almost frame by frame.
Exactly.
And sometimes it's still tough to tell.
So Gary Cederstrom, I think he got that call right.
This is Willie Harris now with right next. Throw over on her back. One more for you, Gracie.
He was safe. He was safe. I stand corrected. Good for you, Gary Cederstrom, over at first base.
Harris has reached once tonight with a walk. Ground ball pulled foul past first base. David Wright is next. The Diamondbacks going to get their bullpen in gear. See, Pagan has swiped 23 this year. The sidearmer Brad Ziegler is up. Not sidearm yet, but he will be. Let's see if he starts dipping down now. He's not going to give us a chance to look here.
He's probably loose already. Yeah.
0-2 on Harris. Broken back, ground ball. Goldschmidt's got it. Out at second and out at first. Nicely turned. Goldschmidt gave himself a throwing lane down there as he made the grab. Strong throw to Bloomquist. And Willie returned the toss back for the 6-3 double play.
And that's the toughest play in baseball for a first baseman. The 3. Now, once you throw the strike, over to Willie Bloomquist. You've got to just turn and tuck your tail and run back to the bag because Hudson's not over there. You've got to get back to the bag, square yourself, and then catch the baseball. Beautifully done there by the youngster Paul Goldschmidt. There's ways to help the ball club. Goldschmidt's 0 for 3 with 3 punch-outs tonight. But right there, that helped his ball club.
Absolutely. And now right down to third, right, is thrown out by Roberts. Well, that double play ball was big. We'll stretch here at Chase Field. Diamondbacks coming off the field, leading 6-4.
My own 200-pound wildebeest to protect myself from my friend Joe Borowski. That's Deacon here on Bark at the Park. Hey, Joe, real quickly, it's funny how the game can take away something, but also can give it back. Ryan Roberts had an error, comes up later, runners in scoring position with the bat in his hand.
This Diamondback team is starting to make a habit of making up for miscues early. We saw Willie Bloomquist do it against Houston. Early error, made up for it later with the bat. Ryan Roberts tonight, early error, comes up with a big 3-run shot. Let's make Gracie's Day talk offense again.
And Woolly Mammoths. Guys, we'll send it back to you. Plenty of baseball left.
All right, thanks.
Woolly Mammoths.
Yeah.
That was a big old dog out there.
There's a foul right back over our head. Stayed up there, too. Roberts, number 16 tonight. Now 50 runs batted in. He's got 37 extra base hits in the year. And closing in on 100 hits total, 94 of them. Well, he came right out in spring training and made a statement, and he hasn't stopped, has he?
Not at all.
Our Chaz Roberts cool play, Gracie.
Just a hanging breaking ball that he stays back on and just rips a long, long way to left field. This is a guy that wasn't even supposed to make the team, Greg. Wasn't even supposed to make the ball club. And all it was a Jeff Blum knee injury that enabled Ryan Roberts to make the ball club. Well, he's just been terrific. He's been a spark plug no matter where you put him, in the leadoff spot, down in the lower part of the order, in the 5th spot. He's just been terrific this year.
Yeah, look at that.
Now we're talking.
Upton tonight, RBI single run scored in the first inning, hit by a pitch in the third on the wrist, and then struck out swinging in the 5th inning. Upton now 74 runs batted in, 78 runs scored. He's 3rd in the National League in runs scored. And Paulino calls time.
How many runs scored? 78 runs scored?
Yeah.
Have you seen for the New York Yankees how many runs Curtis Granderson has scored this year?
105.
105 runs, and we're not even to mid-August yet. Yeah, I guess we're getting into mid-August. Are you kidding me?
105 runs scored, 93 runs batted in. That was before today.
Golly. Yeah, they scored 9 more tonight. I mean, it seems like Justin Upton has been scoring runs at an unbelievable clip, and he's a month behind Granderson.
Ooh, wow.
Power on power right there, wasn't it?
That's kind of the swing you like to see on a 2-0 count. Now you see Granderson 21 ahead of Ellsbury, who's second. I mean, Ellsbury's got 84 runs bad, and he's second, 21 behind.
And we just found out Granderson has 2 more runs scored today, so add 2 more.
Jeez.
He's at 107.
Down to third, right backs up. Going to need a strong arm. He's got it. He just does get Upton. Busting it down that line. Now some more news around Major League Baseball. Dan Uggla, did he do it? Yeah, first time tonight. A base hit, and then I think he homered later, didn't he?
Homered later, yeah.
33. Diamondbacks play Atlanta. Wonder if the hitting streak will still be going on. Zambrano, 30-day disqualified list.
What do you think about that?
He quit on his teammates. I mean, for
yeah.
the Cubs, I mean, he said he's going to retire. The Cubs are hoping he retires.
Well, the Cubs,
They'd be off the hook for $18 million.
Save $18 million. And I think with Zambrano as well, is Jim Hendry, the general manager of the Chicago Cubs, came out and basically said, if he wants to retire, we'll respect his wishes.
Can you imagine watching $18 million off of your hands? I can't imagine him, Zambrano, giving that up. But high and outside, 2-0 now from Beato. Beato came into the 6th inning. After a strikeout, Johnson doubled. And then with 2 men out, Daniel Hudson looped a single to right to score Johnson to make it a 6-4 game. Montero, a big swing and a miss, 2-1. 1 o'clock game here tomorrow. And Jason Marquis hoping to get his first Diamondback victory against Chris Capuano, former Diamondback, who's won 9 this year, the lefty. Miggy's hitting a lot of ground balls right now to the 7th baseman. And that'll end this inning. We'll head on to the 8th here. Diamondbacks up a couple. Greg, Mike, and Matt in the tape room tonight, putting that video together for us on some of the things happening here at Chase Field. Ryan Roberts' 3-run homer in the Diamondback 5th inning gave them the lead back after they led 2-0. That made it 5-4. Now it's 6-4 as we go to the 8th, and Daniel Hudson back out there, Gracie, having thrown 85 pitches through 7 tonight.
very economical to this point. He's had a couple of very quick innings in the 6th and in the 7th. Now he's going to go through the heart of the order. Duda, Bay, Paulino. Boy, this would be some kind of comeback, if you would, by Daniel Hudson, giving up 4 through 4 innings. If he can find a way to get another scoreless here and get through 8 and help that bullpen out, boy, what a shot in the arm that would be.
Duda's 0 for 3 tonight. Bay next, and then as Gracie said, Paulino's got a couple of hits. Bullpen has gotten a chance to rest here tonight. 2-1. It's JJ. Mike has got the cap off, now puts it back on. Sean Duke, well, bullpen phone is rung. 3-1.
Just missed.
And Sherlock on the phone. 3-1 count here on Duda. And he walked him.
That hurts.
Let's go down to Jody right now.
All right, guys, a visit from Stephen Drew today in the clubhouse. Everybody was really glad to see Stephen, of course, with the ankle injury. He's going to be out for the rest of the season. He visited us, met with the media on his rolling cart. That's the way he gets around right now. He said it's much better than crutches, and a local Diamondback fan actually gave that to him. His 2-year-old son, Hank, likes to kind of play with it a little bit. But he's going to the doctor Wednesday, possibly get that cast off. Guys, won't be traveling with the team anytime soon, even if that cast comes off. But he watches the games, and he's very proud of the way this team is performing even without him.
Well, we miss him. The Diamondbacks miss him. We hope he has a good recovery and is ready for spring training 2012. Stephen Drew. Force out at second on the ball hit by Bay down to Roberts as they retired Duda, who went in hard to Kelly Johnson. Brian Shaw now is up in the bullpen loosening. Here's Paulino, who's got a double and a single tonight. And a Fister foul out of play. Bay is a runner at first on that fielder's choice. It went 5-4.
Well, Hudson a ground ball away from getting through this thing quickly.
That's what happened last inning. Got a double play. There's a foul back.
Jumps ahead 0-2 after a good fastball, tied up Paulino, and then came right back with a changeup.
We're just getting home. Just turned on the TV. The Giants won earlier tonight in Florida. Diamondbacks trying to stay 2 in front with a victory here over the Mets. Hudson trying to get through 8 here tonight. Fans trying to help him through 8. Ooh,
oh,
wow.
Goodness gracious sakes alive. Lance Barksdale somehow, some way didn't see that as strike 3. Well, Foxtrax has got it outside as well. So maybe Barksdale knows more than we do. That doesn't matter anymore. That was an angry fastball there, wasn't it, Greg?
That was. I'm going to blow this one right by you. Third strikeout of the night for Hudson.
Perfect spot inside and right by Paulino.
2 outs down. Here's Banks, who's got a single and a triple and a fly to center. Had a chance to start in right field.
Yeah, you just have to understand it. Even though he's not a household name, he's hit 2 balls very hard off Hudson this evening.
It's been the bottom of the order that has hurt Hudson here in this game. Paulino 2 hits, Baxter 2 hits, Tejada 2 hits, 2 runs batted in. Even the pitcher Pelfrey had a hit and an RBI. 1 through 5, only 1 hit in the order.
Beautiful fastball to the outside corner, strike one.
Sometimes that's the way it goes, isn't it? You handle the top of the order and the bottom of the order will get you.
The old saying is, anybody with a bat is dangerous.
Yeah. Nice pitch, strike two. A ball, 2 strikes. Cincinnati wins the award on the scoreboard tonight for the highest run total, 13.
Banged around the Padres, didn't it? Yeah. Good crowd tonight, starting to get behind Hudson.
Like that. Got him. Well, that was it for Daniel. He finished off the night in fine fashion. With his 100th pitch, his 4th strikeout, the Mets turned away. Diamondbacks still up a pair here.
Welcome back to Chase Field. Right now, the Diamondbacks clinging to a 2-run lead as we go into the bottom of the 8th. And on Saturday, August 27th, the first 15,000 fans will take home the Chris Young bobblehead, courtesy of Audi. You can guarantee getting the Chris Young bobblehead, the Ryan Roberts bobblehead, and the World Championship replica ring with the Grand Slam giveaway pack. Call 602-462-4786 or visit dbacks.com/Grand Slam.
All right, Gracie, Bobby Parnell has come on. You see Daniel Hudson seated next to his pitching coach, Charles Nagy, in the dugout. And his night might be over. JJ's up in the pen. Outside to Chris Young, ball 1.
Bobby Parnell, a hard thrower. You and I were talking yesterday, Greg, with radio voice of the New York Mets, Howie Rose.
Yeah.
And we were talking about how much we just love this guy's arm. But he said, boy, he's got a great arm, but he's getting hit very hard. And he got hit very hard there on a ground ball to shortstop by Chris Young. Boy, he's got buzzard luck right now off of his bat, doesn't he?
He really does. 4 hard-hit balls tonight. Nothing to show for it. 1 out. Well, let's take a look. This is between innings.
All right, how you feeling? Nope, that's not a how you feeling. You're done.
And the competitive nature of Hudson, you know he wanted to stay in and try and go 9.
And J.J. Putz is going to get the call. He's not going to get up unless he's getting in the ball game.
Here's Goldschmidt, 0 for 3 with 3 strikeouts.
Bobby Parnell throws about 98 miles an hour. What's he throw, Goldschmidt, but a slider?
Goldschmidt now 16 strikeouts and 36 at-bats since coming up.
And the way to attack the slider is just do that. Take them.
Yeah.
Take them. Now you've gotten Bobby Parnell into a fastball count. Now he's got a terrific fastball, but this should be a fastball. Let's see if it's in the zone and what Goldie can do with it.
2-1 now on Goldschmidt. Johnson next. Took another strike.
Well, that one was right down Broadway, and I guarantee you Goldschmidt was thinking slider. Right now, it looks like he's guessing wrong. .96 on that fastball away. 3-2.
Now, you're sure thinking fastball here on a 3-2 count. Took it. 4th strikeout of the night for Goldschmidt. That one got up there high 90s.
Right to the outside corner. Parnell goes with the fastball, and that just froze Goldschmidt. He knew it. It was wishful thinking on the way to first base.
And unfortunately, that's that old golden sombrero. Did you ever have one of those?
Never did. Never had a 4 strikeout game. Had 3 hat tricks.
Really?
Yeah, three strikeout games in my career, but never a 4.
Kelly swings and misses. Johnson a double tonight. And that set up a 2-out single by Hudson in the 6th inning. Well, you got to tip your cap to Daniel.
Got that right.
He got through 8 here tonight when the Diamondbacks really needed it. There's a tapper out front of the plate. And Paulino throws him out. We're going to go to the 9th. The Diamondbacks going to be leading by a pair. JJ will come on, try and pick up his 29th save to get Hudson his 12th win. And the Diamondbacks will win. Made a costly error in the 2nd inning, but boy, did he atone.
Did he ever? A long 3-run home run. That gave the Diamondbacks a 5-4 lead at the time. Since then, they've added on one more, but Ryan Roberts, the APS All-Energy All-Star.
JJ puts us on for the Diamondbacks here in the Mets 9th inning. And he's going to face Tejada. Turner, Justin Turner, is in the on-deck circle along with Tejada. He's going to bat for the pitcher, Parnell, and then Angel Pagan. JJ last night picked up save number 28. He's 28 out of 32 this year. He's trying to save this ball game for Hudson, get Hudson his 12th win, and the Diamondbacks their 67th win to go 14 over 500.
5-game win streaks don't grow on trees either, Greg. That'd be nice to have. And you have to hold serve along with the San Francisco Giants, who won in Florida earlier this evening.
The Mets got a run off puts last night. First pitch here, and Tejada takes a strike call. Three days in a row now for JJ, but only 21 pitches in his last 2 games, 13 yesterday, 8 on Thursday. He has appeared in 4 of the last 5 ball games. You can hear this crowd. They're energized. Tejada's got 2 hits tonight, including a 2-run double in the second inning. That tied the ball game. He's leading off in the Mets' 9th. Mets have actually out-hit the Diamondbacks 8-7. Foul out of play.
You know, the big fella's out there for 4 out of 5 nights. So far, his command looks pretty good. And anytime he gets ahead of you 0-2 or 1-2, you're thinking that put away split finger, or is he going to throw you a high fastball? Let's see what JJ has in mind for Ruben Tejada. The split. Thanks for coming.
He throws him out, 1 down.
Fabulous split finger there from Putz. Now you see it. It is gone.
Now
blocked up nicely by Miguel Montero. Boy, that was J.J. Putz back when he was saving games for Seattle, back when he was in his 20s. He was one of the best in the game at that time, Greg.
There's Justin Turner, who's had a nice season, hitting .267, 4 homers and 41 runs batted in for the Mets. Been banged up a little bit and hasn't started the last 2 games. And a ground ball to short. Willie's got it. And out number 2 here in the 9th. Fans going to get to their feet with 2 down here, encouraging the Diamondbacks to a possible 67th win of the year.
Well, J.J. Putz has gotten 2 outs in just 5 pitches. He has been a workhorse on this homestand. And the crowd getting behind the big fella on the mound. They're getting behind this Diamondback ball club. This first place Diamondback ball club trying to stay 2 games ahead of the world champion San Francisco Giants. 2 games ahead of the world champs.
Trying to go 14 over 500, make it a 6-3 homestand, and win another series, which they would do by beating the Mets here tonight. Here's Pagan, who's got a hit. Infield hit his last time up, 1 for 4. Left field, Parr there. D-backs win. They did it again. Finish off the Mets. JJ, a very easy 9th inning. 6 pitches. 29th save. Hudson wins his 12th. He and Kennedy now. He and Hudson and Kennedy have won 27 between them.
Pretty amazing.
The Diamondbacks lead continues at 2 games over the Giants, who won today at Florida.
Bad guys don't wear black. Winners do. Especially on Saturday nights here at Chase Field. Ryan Roberts.
How about this game? This game is about 2 hours and 20 minutes long. Roberts a big hit, the 3-run homer in the 5th. Hudson contributed not only with his pitching, an RBI knock, his 13th run batted in. For more information, highlights, and breaking news of the D-backs, check out FoxSportsArizona.com. Don't go anywhere. We're ready to give you a complete wrap of the game. Diamondbacks Live, presented by CenturyLink. It starts right after a short break.